Morning. Afternoon. No, afternoon. Well, it's morning somewhere. I am just getting my tea ready. Because, you know, it's not a Joe stream without tea. Put my lights on today. And, Hi, Mr. Coolness. Welcome. So we're back with I Am Dead because it was really good. It was really good on Thursday, but I was tired. Not dead, but I was tired, very tired. So I wanted to come back to this game. So this game, just to recap, came out on the 9th of August this year. It's developed by Hollow Ponds and published by Pen Interactive. And it's a lovely puzzle adventure game where, you know, we are dead, but it's okay. We're okay with being dead. We just need to save the island. So yeah, just get rid of notifications, switch over to everything else, and we'll go fetch our tea in a minute. It's just brewing. I have soaking wet hair, but I've actually been vaguely organised today, so it's all good. So we're in Yep's Head Lighthouse because we just found the last shoe. Thank you to everyone who helped me find shoes. I can't believe I literally skipped the last one I needed because I thought it wasn't a shoe. Or I thought I'd already clicked on it or something, because I was like, I already clicked on this one because I knew it wasn't a shoe. Yeah, which is really silly. So we are now moving on to the next area, which is the sculpture garden, where we are looking for hints on Valerie. We are also looking for more, I'm going to call them gherkins because I've forgotten the name. Cute little animal thingies. I will have a look what I actually called in a minute. They are called Grankins. Grankins! I was close. So, there will be Grankins in the sculpture garden. I imagine they will be green, because those ones are yellow, and this thing is green. So we're trying to find a new spirit to watch over the volcano. Hi, Dopey. Say it. So the volcano in the middle is starting to erupt again because there's a guardian spirit, and they're getting weak and ready to pass over. So we first went to the lighthouse and met Pete, and Pete wasn't interested and moved on. And now we're going to see if we can meet Valerie. So we are going to explore some things. So this is Vernon Russet. There's a bush with gloves in. Fingerless glove. I'm not quite sure what it is we're supposed to find, because I feel like there's a whole, it was shoes, so whatever the lady was obsessed with is possibly, there's going to be multiples of that. So we're going to have a look at everything and then hopefully automatically get it. Fox's Den. Oh. There's so many gloves. I feel like Someone's obsessed a little bit with gloves. But I can't select these. Oh my gosh! Baby fox. Very cute until they rip open your bin bags. And Raymond the fox. So there's lots of gloves in here, but I don't seem to be able to select them. Oh no, I can select the grooming glove. Vulpine Interpretations, Part 1, Beckoning. Klaus Volpe, 2018. Okay, and then Part 2, Rebuttal. Okay. Omit the fox. Ornette the fox. Okay, I'm gonna get my tea. Should be brewed now. Oh, I keep forgetting to drink, so hopefully I will remember a little bit better today. Today we have a pear and chocolate black tea that I picked up in Belgium, I believe. No. Yes, in Brussels, which is in Belgium, right? Ornette is old enough and comfortable enough for the people of Shelmerston that she no longer fears sleeping in the park. She considers it her park, in broad daylight. This is an actual fox. And that's Vernon Russet. We can't go into them, so those are not a thing. Okay, so Vulpine Interpretations, Klaus Volpe. Okay, next area. It's Woman and Child. Shelmerston Park Sculpture Sign. The Shelmerston Sculpture Park, located in the grounds of Shelmerston Hall, draws some of the biggest names in contemporary art to the island. Many of them stay at the hall as part of the Laird's famous artist residency program. The person we're trying to find, Valerie, is the daughter of the Laird. It looked like she died fairly young. Woman and Child. Cornelia Kircher, RA, 2018. This I just love. It's just kind of cute and sweet, and it has a seagull on top. I feel like there's definitely going to be a gherkin in there. I know, Grenkin, but I'm going to call it a gherkin. The bushes have things in. Okay, that's Winkle, or Bob Robbins. He's a fisherman. Gardener. There's a cool box which has some stuff in. There's a trowel. Rubber tub. Rubber dub dub. Audrey Pickering, groundskeeper. Garden waste. Another glove. I feel like gardener's glove is going to be a thing. Oh, and there's apple core. I'm making note of things that are inside things, or trying to remember to make note of things that are inside things, because there will be at some point a poster with a laughing guy, and we'll have to find some stuff. So knowing where things are, or trying to say things out loud. might help. But anyway, hopefully everyone's having a good... I don't even know what day it is now. Sunday. Oh, it's getting closer and closer. 19 days till Extra Life. Which means it's... Yeah, I've got that many days to think of a birthday present for my brother. Space modulation, 7. Hal Gibbons. Oh, that's pretty inside. So I've got a sequel on it. Ooh, alright. Mimi Bergonzi. Mimi and Val were best friends until Mimi left Shelmerston to study drama and dance at Exeter University. They lost touch. She has since returned to the island where she lives with her kids, Arthur and Katie. We can zoom into her, I think. There we go.
In the last summer, before our GCSEs, Val and me spent a lot of time together, usually wondering how we could get our hands on something to drink. No one on this stupid little island would serve us, though. One day, we were hanging around on the allotments near the quay when we spotted something. And so, later that night, we went into the woods behind Val's house to drink it, sitting on top of that ancient stone that they say protects the island. But there was no way we were going to get through it all, so we decided to bury the rest. A few weeks later, we went to dig it up again, but couldn't remember where we dug the hole.
There is so much of our history buried on this island. Stories everywhere, right under your feet.
Cool. Hopefully the audio. Hi, Oma. Well, afternoon here, morning for you, I guess. This guy's called Ivan Hobbs. Ivan and Donald, being concrete engineers, couldn't resist the trip to the sculpture park. Check out Space Modulation 7. Ahan, shopkeeper. I look warm in my hoodie. Well, I just washed my hair, so it's kind of chilly here. Is it a Twitch hoodie? Yes. Totally a Twitch hoodie. Which I've had since I was on Mixer. Because, yeah. It's very cozy. It's a really good hoodie. It's like a really good hoodie. Really nice and warm. And I love the colour, obviously. Mariana runs the Kipper Company in Shelmerston's Old Town and one of the first of the fish folk to open a business on Shelmerston. There's fish folk! Well, I mean, there's ghosts and talking dogs and Grenkins. So I really shouldn't be surprised that there are fish folk. Bushes. Shovel. Found the secret stash. I also have several Twitch teas, which are very nice.
Wow, Morris, this smells
I only buy them when they're on sale,
incredible.
though.
I'm getting scallops, I'm getting peaty bogs, I'm getting roast lamb. Woof!
Sparky likes the whatever this is. Sheep shank. Donald. It's up by Sea Deft Logistics to inspect the harbour and prepare for works later on.
I'm getting the scent of Grenkins again, Morris. I'll pop up to let you know when we're close to one.
Okay. Alright, there's gotta be Grenkins in this area, right? Yeah, okay. Go. That's a green one. See, I told you for green. You're a 10. Okay, so we're just going to go back through the two little areas we've been in. I feel like it's probably the statue. Just gotta get the right. Angle. It's not vibrating though. Ah, maybe a bush. Ah, look away, Mr. Corners, look away. Wonky bush. Oh, thank you for the resub, Leaky. And afternoon. I can't get the little dog's head thing on the other side. There we go. Bring him! Okay, so we also looked at the fox area. Well, this one's a memory, so we'll go with that first.
I love them. I can't get enough gloves.
We know where the grooming glove is. We've seen it.
I stole the farmer's glove. I stole the fisherman's glove. I saw that girl out in my woods, riding that strange bumpy beast around again. She really seemed to love that awful creature.
It's a camel.
This was an opportunity I wasn't going to miss. Lovely gloves.
The fox likes the gloves.
I always did suspect there might be something in those rumours about camels on the island. All that time, and Val never let on. Bless you, Val.
Hey, Morris. I bet you wish you were alive so you could rub me with this glove.
Gotta be one of the statues, right? No. Aha. Gringham! Okay, alright, so that was where we started. So, is because you have to get the first memory to unlock the Grenkins, so. Right. Top. So what does it say about the top? Don Jones, 1966. Sally Mapes, florist. Godfrey Brown, Lord of the Camel. Hector Leclerc, who apparently, yeah, is a pair. Okay. Picnic. The pie in there. Downward pie. Which has leg? How's everyone's weekends gone? Cheese and spinach quiche. John Dory. Laura Baxter. Lemon and strawberry tarts. Sandwich boxes. Freedom of the Morlos picnic area. David Winthrop, 1988. A permanent work, this was the first sculpture to be erected in the park. It was commissioned to commemorate the end of the annual Morlo slaughter. They look like dugongs. Conurbation enumeration. Little birdhouses. That one has a little burb in it. Wren. Aww. Cute in a slightly disturbing way. Robin. These are cute. Don't really expect anything less from this game. This game is just cute. Little blackbird. That's Colin Pickering as a fisherman. Ling. Sophia Nevin. We'll get a riddle later and they'll be like, I remember there was something in a something. But then I won't be able to remember which little birdhouse it was in. I found the dude with the poster. The Laird is Camel. By Vernon Russett, 2014. Tipukitan tourists. Hailing from the islands of Tipukito in the South Pacific, these birdfolk have been migrating to Shelmerston for many thousands of years. These days they do it in relative comfort, especially since their government sponsored a new ferry service to the island. Nice. Laird is a camel. Callum Turner. Works on a stall at Shelmerston Fish Market, but volunteering as tour guide for the Shelmerston Sculpture Park at weekends. The Laird's Coffin. The Laird is a key member of the Coffin Club movement. And asked that his sculpture double as a mausoleum. This will be his final resting place. That's not creepy at all. This is Adam Baker. Bring on the big ships! CDF, the harbour logistics company working on the Defensive Force's new harbour arm, announced that their work was now complete, paving the way for much larger vessels to dock at Shelmerston. The concrete work has been taking place for almost 6 months now. Many locals have complained about the noise and the bad behaviour of several of the CDF workers. Local crackpot Darren Tupin has been upsetting the local tourist industry by collecting signatures in the old town for a petition demanding that urgent action be taken about the volcano. Shelmerston Peak was declared dormant in the 1980s after extensive studies were carried out by volcano boffins. He's a Chandler. It's just a bush, I think. Wooded area, a great place to lose things. This is a bush inside a bush inside a bush. Stone nose! There's a stone nose. That's gonna definitely be one of those clue things. So I guess I flow and the seed giver. Wow. Lots of stuff in here. Aww. I mean, that's just adorable as well. Little blue burb. Bench. In memory of someone. In memory of Ogden Beckett. Badminton racket. And a wren. The Sargasso flow. Oh, there's a little boat. Val's toy boat. Cornelia Kircher. Julian Joel. Cornelia Kircher. Artist friend of Henry Outram.
I spent the summer of '83 with Henry Outram, Laird of Shelmerston, in his grand hall working on a new piece. It was supposed to be about the volcano, but once I arrived, I found myself particularly taken by all the vales around the island. Henry was a delightful host, always excited to have us bright young artists around, and always ready with a charming question or a fortifying glass of something. His daughter, I think her name was Mallory or Valerie or something, was usually outside roaming the grounds. Henry said she was discovering herself and learning self-reliance through independent play. She seemed feral to me. One day, I came across the perfect finishing touch to my sculptural masterpiece, but it turned out to belong to the wretched child. I tried to explain to her why I needed it, but she snatched it away and walked off.
So she stole her boat.
I went to Henry, thinking he could make her give me the boat. But to my astonishment, Henry told me it was up to her if she wanted to give it to me. Henry called his daughter and we all talked about it. When Henry suggested that maybe I could buy the boat, her little eyes lit up. It cost me £200 for that little wooden boat, but it was worth it.
Little entrepreneur, right?
Henry was a good dad at heart, caring about Val's feelings, and treating her like a grown-up even when she was little. Partly how she became so independent, I reckon. I know it was tough on him, but they both turned out pretty well.
I wonder how many people even saw this.
One. But it's one of those things where the clump. Lovely clump of greenery. Lovely clump of greenery. I love how just, I just really love the slicey effect and the fact that things have random stuff inside them. I really do. This is the Seed Eaters, Julian and Joel. Oh god, this is so cute though. It's got little lacons in. And the ground cat. So Julian and Joel, famous artists from the mainland. They look a bit like Bert and Ernie. Robin. I wonder if it's birds we have to find on this one. Pilgrimage, dungeons. That's a pineapple. Go again. I think we've just got one more to find. Yeah. Oh, my ankle just clicked. It is a fun mechanic, yeah, and it's not gotten old yet, which is always nice. Only visible from the top of the pilgrimage, the concrete pinnacles installed a folly at the heart of the hill, situated in a space that is seemingly impossible for such an object to have entered. Gar? Harry Tuft. He's a museum volunteer. Henry Outram. Henry's Valerie's father, the 17th Laird of Shelmerston, and his main landowner. He's a keen patron of the arts and often has resident artists staying in Outram Hall. His grounds are now a public park on which he has just opened this sculpture garden. This will be my final one. Valerie's father.
After my wife Penny's death, I struggled to find ways to spend time with my daughter. It had hit us both hard, but, you know, stiff upper lip and all that. I always found it best to keep busy. Looking for something we could do together, I bought Valerie a set of paints. But she never even opened them. I was cross at first, but asked myself, what would Penny do? So I decided to let it go.
Yes, flamboyant potato.
Then one day I managed to talk her into coming into the park with me to paint some of the nature she loves so much. She wasn't very enthusiastic, but agreed to give it a try. It was a disaster. Valerie simply didn't have the temperament for painting. She had a huge, silly tantrum and threw all the paints away. I told her I wasn't having this kind of childish behavior, and I told her to stay in her room until she had calmed down. I wished Penny was still with us. She would have known what to do with the child.
Very hard that, to lose a parent. Was never going to be easy after her mum died, but he always did seem distracted with his fancy art projects.
I wonder how she died. Bool! Bool has been the official sport of Shelmerston, if you don't count shell racing, which the locals don't, since the early 20th century when it was introduced by the Burgonzes, Italian settlers to the island. My cousin's Bool! I love Bool. Also known as Butcher. Cricket pack for important equipment, like beer and sandwiches. Ooh, and a pork pie. Several pork pies. Bool! Wilmot Cuddy, Henry Nancaro. Bootlegger and music teacher. Nice combination. Gaston Perry, fisherman. Yeah. Bool. It's a French game. At least the name Bool is French. I've played Boccia, which is an equivalent. The Italian equivalent. Some broken paints and stuff. Treehouse. Katie and Arthur built this treehouse with their grandmother, Granny Jess, and spent a lot of time up here keeping a lookout for the sneaky monsters invading Shelmerston. The visiting artist gives them plenty of material for these games. The tree stump. Jessica Dunn. Tired but kept busy looking after Arthur and Katie, her grandchildren. Bush. Arthur and Katie's dog Pig is having a sniff at something. That's so cute! So cute! The kitties. Katie and Arthur built this treehouse with their grandmother, Granny Jess. Oh yes, we already read that. Arthur Bergonzi. Arthur is Katie's younger brother. He loves drawing and playing with his dog Pig and killing monsters. Katie, as the eldest Bergonzi child, Katie is the responsible one, but isn't saying much at all. Everyone on Shelmerston knows the Bergonzi children and keeps an eye on them wherever they happen to be. Binoculars for keeping a lookout for monsters. Secret treasure box, which has a cut geode, museum badge, arrowhead, and a kazoo! Arthur's mum hates this thing. I'm not surprised. Valerie Outram's commemorative bench. Memory bench to Valerie Outram. Her father, the lad, was keen to commission artist Cornelia Kutcher to reinterpret the very notion of bench. However, it was pointed out that wasn't really Val's style, so this plain and sensible bench was made by a local carpenter instead. Loving memory of Valerie Outram. 78 to 2015. She loved this place. Robin Piper. Where's Piper's place? Aha! We found it! The hiking trails of Shelmerston. Lucky Rabbit's Run, Long Yoke Stretch, Truncated Route, Arrow Flint Down, Old Laird Slumbering. Okay. So. This is why I was having a look through everything first. Now I knew that I had puzzly things to solve. Bushes. Dead. It's a breed of rabbit originally from Belgium, but also endemic on the island of Shelmerston. I thought the fox babies were cute, but oh my god, there's little floof bunnies! Floof bunnies! Okay, old lad slumbering. I'm wondering if it's finding the birds. Bird seems more likely than gloves based on. You had store credits, so, you know, you technically got it for whatever. But yeah, it does seem a little ridiculous. Yeah, because that's the problem these days, is game companies, they don't care whether it works out of the box, because they know they can do these ridiculously large, entirely load the game again downloads. So, you know, when you had to get the game working first time, there was a lot more care went into Q&A and stuff. And some companies do. They do care. And they do try to avoid day one patches. But because day one patches are so easy, this is why. So you literally buy physical if you can get a better deal than digital, I guess. But I have just been basically... The only problem is, obviously, I need some more storage. I'm hoping to be able to get one of those, you know, plug-in little slot things. With, like, birthday and Christmas money this year or something. Ah, well that's also quite annoying. Gala pie. Traditional English pie made from pork with hard-boiled egg running through the middle of it. So maybe that's the long egg route? We don't seem to do birds. Seagull birds. Seem to have just select those. Okay, Lucky Rabbit's Run. I mean, we found the rabbits. The truncated route. Okay. Long Oak Stretch. Let's try Lucky Rabbit's Run. No, not rabbit, okay. Cool. Okay, let's try the gala pie. The young yolk stretch. Where's the picnic area? Damn it. Lost the picnic area. Okay. Other way for the picnic area. Didn't select it. Right, so that was that one. Truncated roots. I mean, there's literally a tree trunk thing. We could try that. But then it's like, what is the rabbits? Lucky rabbits. What was that? Okay, so we just need the rabbit one. And we're missing a gherkin? Grinkin? Oh no, we're not. We just haven't. It's gotta be weird bush then. Maybe not that weird bush then. Those bushes. Tree and bush. And then we got all the Grinkins. Okay, so we've got truncated root, young oak stretch, old man's stomach, lucky rabbits run. So I tried the rabbit. Lucky rabbits run, babe. If not the rabbit itself. What game did you buy, by the way, Leaky? You didn't say. Sorry. Interesting. Chocolate, pear, almond. Black tea. Interesting taste. It's bad. Why is it not that I found bunnies? Surely it should be bunnies. Oh. Oh! It was the fisherman boots in the bunnies. So we've got all of them. Awesome. Right now we just need to find... Okay. Do we reckon... birds? We've had a lot of birds. We've clicked on all the birds. I think. Well, we clicked on all the birds in the birdhouse. God, it's really noisy outside today. Nothing's popped as yet. We have tried to click on everything rather than just looking at things. Okay. Let's find the... It's not an easel there, not a thingy-majiggy there. Oh! It's there. It's the rung. Okay.
Yeah, painting really wasn't for Val, was it?
I've got a missing memory. Haven't I? Okay. Alright, I've missed one. Okay, let's have a look at the achievements. Find all the wrens in the sculpture garden. Okay. Right, so it's specifically wrens we're looking for. So we must be missing one or two. I'm not making any assumptions, I'm just clicking on all the birds. There we go. I missed that one before. Why do birds suddenly appear every time you want me? Just like... Aha, there we go. That's where I missed. Ah, it's because he moved. So there weren't 5 before. I didn't miss one. He moved. He has a new memory now.
The famous sculptor Vernon Russet was working on a huge statement piece in my honor. A statue of a camel with my head. When I saw it, I felt quite uncomfortable, but I didn't want to upset him. Poor Vernon could be awfully temperamental, sinking into dark moods for days. The week before the public unveiling, Vernon had me visit the statue. He needed to make some final adjustments to the face. Valerie came along too. She looked like thunder. She hated that statue and wasn't afraid to show it. I couldn't help thinking how like her mother she was. When the statue was revealed, the nose was missing.
Oh, I know where the nose
Fortunately,
is.
we all managed to cover our surprise and act like nothing was wrong, so no one was any the wiser. Some fellow from the Times wrote a glowing review, so
Found the
Vernon
nose
wasn't too
already.
glum about it. I'm pretty sure I know what happened to that nose. Aha, the old Outram spirit. Good for you, Valerie. Your mother would have been proud of you.
Yeah, Val told me about this. She had a whole speech prepared in case they figured out it was her who cut that nose off. But she never even needed it.
See, we found that before, but we didn't know. I thought maybe it was going to be a quest object for that laughing fox spirit thing.
Oh, this thing looks heavy. I'm surprised Val was able to even lift it.
We've got all our bits now.
We did it! Oh, yes! I know what Val smells like now. Her signal is wafting through to me very clearly. Time to fly.
We've missed one somewhere.
Morris? Morris Lupton? Is that really you? And Sparky?
Val! Oh, it's so good to see you again.
You too. You're looking very,
Yeah, dead?
yeah. But quite good, considering.
Hello, Val.
And Sparky talks now. Death certainly has been strange. What brings you by?
Well, we're trying to find a replacement custodian. You've surely seen the volcano.
Oh, yes. Poor Aggie. Must be very tired.
Aggie?
Aggie is the current custodian.
Oh, well then, yes. We were hoping you might replace Aggie.
Oh, Morris. That's some ask.
Oh, you can do it, Val.
I'm flattered, but those are enormous shoes to fill. And I'm not like you, Morris. I don't love this town like you do. And, if I'm being honest, I can't abide all those arty types and mainlanders tromping around. I can't speak for them. This job isn't for me.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that, Val. But, well, I understand.
Thank you. It's been so nice to see you again.
You too, Val. Sparky, I'd love to spend some more time chatting with Val.
Oh, I'm sorry, Morris. We really need to keep this search up. That volcano is looking dire.
Come back later, Morris. I'll be here.
Oh, well,
So
all
it
right,
took me,
Val.
like-
I'll find you later.
Goodbye.
2 and a bit hours to do the first island and get everything. And it's taken me under an hour and a half when I'm not exhausted. Not randomly missing shoes. At least the birdie part was easy. They were mostly in the trees. Now we can just move on to the next
Slow down,
area.
Sparky. I need to get some things straight.
No time, Morris. We need to find the next prospect.
Love
Well,
the
it's
colour
just that I
palette.
don't quite understand what we're doing.
We're looking for the custodian.
Well, I get that bit, Sparky, but what does the custodian have to do exactly?
Oh, well, it's hard to explain with your human words, but, the custodian kind of mingles with the island, becomes a part of it.
A part of the rock, the volcano.
Yes, the rock, and the sea, and the animals, and plants. The custodian becomes a part of all of these things. It becomes part of the island spirit.
And you give up being a ghost.
Yeah, well, a walking around talking kind of ghost. Stop being someone who can go into the West. It's quite a sacrifice.
Oh, wow. Oh, no wonder Val doesn't want to fill those shoes. Aggie must be a legend.
Oh, she really is.
I always thought there were those folks destined to be mayors and, I suppose, custodians. And then there are people like me and Val, destined for smaller lives.
What? Small? Morris, your heart is as big as the island. Everyone knows that.
I'm wondering, because obviously Morris hasn't been dead long enough, because you have to have been dead 1,000 days or something. But Sparky has. I'm wondering if this is going to end with Sparky being the custodian. Morris's sacrifice being giving up his companion. And then maybe when Morris has been dead 1,000 days, joining Sparky, so they can spend their time together and be strong together. That would be cool. I think we'll probably continue doing this next Sunday as well. Really should have dried my hair, because it drying out now is making me cold. And I got a jumper and a blanket on, so that's less fun. Feels a bit pointless now, but I suppose as soon as we are about between islands, we could have a quick break.
Yeah, I suppose I'm more like one of those island oddities in the museum.
Yeah, and they were always the visitors' favourites. Now, we need to move on. Next up is Ogden Beckett, in the Old Town.
Ogden it is. I'm right behind you, Sparky.
So, once this is loaded and done its spiel, if it has a spiel,
So, Ogden next, eh?
Yeah.
I'll be glad to see him again.
His music always hurt my ears, but he was good at chin scratches. Oh, lovely guy. Oh, look, the ferry's coming in. There'll be loads of tourists all over this quayside soon.
Well, I suppose they won't get in our way much anymore, eh, girl?
okay. So, we are going to go have a quick break, refresh tea, and just very briefly blow some hot air on my hair so it warms me up. And have a stretch. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Converse with the void, or yourselves. Tea and slightly less wet hair. Wait. Okay, Ogden Beckett. So what game was it, Leaky? You never said. Ogden Beckett, 48 to 2007. So talented multi-instrumentalist, leader of the Shermanston Silver Band, a keen cricketer. The young man who went to live in New Zealand but returned to marry his childhood sweetheart, Sally Mapes. Alright, Far Cry 6. Okay, interesting. We need to find our first memory first. So that then we can unlock. Ah, okay. The Skylark. Henry Nankaro, bootlegger and music teacher. I swear he was at the park thingy.
I remember when a young Ogden asked to join the Shelmerston Silver Band. I recognised his talent immediately. He could play anything, that lad. Literally anything.
We've got to find a blue
Eventually he
French
settled on the sousaphone, which he always insisted on playing with his lucky bronze mouthpiece.
horn. Ah, no, mouthpiece.
One evening after the Silver Band played a storming concert in the Camel, Ogden and Sally got it into their heads to go for a night swim in the harbour, young love and all that. Ogden left his mouthpiece behind, and when we came back the next morning to pack up, it had disappeared. It really rattled him. Ogden was worried he wouldn't be able to perform without it, but of course, next time we played, he was just as good as ever. Didn't need any lucky mouthpiece, our Ogden. He could play anything, that lad.
Ogden was so talented. A real virtuoso. Oh, I loved listening to him play.
Ah, speak for yourself, Morris. It was a terrible racket.
Paint bucket. I'm guessing something music related. Will be something we'll have to collect. Uncle Rob Robbins. There's a whiskey still. The Skylark's real purpose is to conceal this still. For decades now, the people of Shelmerston have been distilling their own bootleg brand of local whiskey, Sheepshank. Bottles are distributed to the mainland, heading on fishing boats, where they're sold to underground market of whiskey connoisseurs. This trade has historically contributed significantly to the island's economy. Like whiskey. Some Scroggins. And Jura. Jura is a whiskey brand. I know this because we did some marketing for it. Spirit level. Distillery note. Tony, as discussed, they dropped the temperature of the first water to 61 degrees. Let's stick to our standard temperatures for second and third waters, but go with a hotter sparge than usual. Henry. Sheepshank. Special edition. No, this is not for drinking until our 500th bootleg. Roller labels. So, guesses please on various things. stand. We haven't found the mouthpiece though. Whiskey funnels. Not a funnel, that's a mouthpiece. There we go.
They seem to have been using it as a funnel. These bootleggers are very resourceful. I'm getting the scent of
Rankins! It's not shaking. Hi, Dan. Trying to figure out what this shape is. How are you doing? Oh wait, there's a toolbox. Didn't see that before. Ooh, blue ones. That's makes sense. There are 14. Jamison history. Jamison honey. Boxer boys. Hi, Jesse. Table of floats. Lobster boys. Double floats. Ken McGardle. is. Come on, bickering. Fish market. Roman Grand cricket umpire.
It was the day of the island cricket match out on the volcanic sandspit. We had lost to Appledore for the past 3 years, and it was my first year as captain. I didn't want another loss on my watch. Ogden had just come back from New Zealand and told me he'd be up for it. I wasn't sure. I remembered Ogden from school. He was lanky and good in the field, but batting? Not sure. Ogden showed up with his own bat. He told me he'd won it in a pub in Dunedin and that it had belonged to a famous New Zealand player. I wondered whether I should put him into bat at all, but Ogden whispered to me that he'd been playing on deck all the way home. I knew Ogden wasn't a bluffer, but he was never the guy who got picked for the first team at school. Still, I had nothing to lose. Ogden hit a six
Always
with his
sleepy, Jesse.
first stroke. We went wild! And just when I thought it must be a fluke, he hit another! And another. He was a machine. Ogden hit so many cricket balls out into the sea that we had to stop play. We'd run out. It was a stunning win, and we carried Ogden back across the sand and into the Camel. Even though he'd won the match pretty much single-handedly, he insisted it was all down to the bat and plenty of practice. Ogden was solid gold.
How's that? What a great day that was. And we've beaten Appledore every year since. Those poor chaps never did recover from Ogden's incredible batting.
Pallet of fish. There's a barnacle cluster with a cricket ball inside. Yes, exactly. That's my secret. I'm always sleeping. Exactly.
Hey, Morris.
Slightly more awake today. I
Remember
think.
when we found one of these heavy balls on the beach and I dropped it on your toe?
Robin Piper. Skidoo. Wow, there's a cephalopod. Slippery Derek. Who has brain. Octopi are famous for their Houdini-like ability to escape any tank or trap. That's when I was thinking of making a break for it. That'll totally be a puzzle answer. Wilmot Cuddy. Gaston Parry's fish store. Mimi Begunzi. Gaston Parry. Lobsters. Shelmerston scallops. Cultivated in a secret location in the sea caves below the island, known only to the fish folk. Lobster. Herring, pallet of fish. Crabs. Mussels. Seismologists Doug Bradfield and Angie Potts are seismological postgrads from the University College of London who have been studying Shelmerston for several years. When their remote instruments detected unusual activity, they headed straight for the island to investigate in person. Doug and Angie are becoming increasingly concerned that something unprecedented is happening on Shelmerston. The seismograph readings show a pattern of activity that hasn't been recorded before anywhere in the world, an alarming escalation of tremors, suggesting something significant is about to happen. Anyway, how's everyone doing? Everyone doing okay? Arthur Bergonzi. Arthur's been told repeatedly not to climb up that risky old anchor, but he will just not listen. Probably he needs to fall off it so he will pay attention in future. Humphrey Jackson's plot. There have been some complaints about the state of the plot. Vegetable patch. Some carrots, some cabbages. Sink. There's a snail on the side. That's a disgusting snail. Yeah, how's everyone doing? I don't know if I said that out loud or not, so I'm asking again. Frog spawn. Pot stack with some bulbs. Garlic or onion, possibly. There's a chain. And a storage shed. Beanpole. Good over bucket. Beans melons. Rebecca shallots. These bees are Apis mellifera linguistica, the Italian honeybee. They're slightly smaller than their darker northern cousins and noted for their obvious yellow-orange banding. Bee smoker. Bees are alarmed. They emit strong-smelling pheromones which stimulate an alarm response in other bees, which in turn produce similar pheromones until the entire hive is in a state of alarm and ready to attack anything that appears to be an intruder. Smoke interferes with the bee's sense of smell so that they can no longer detect low concentrations of the pheromones. After being smoked, the responsiveness of bees' antennae gradually returns between 10 to 20 minutes. Shermiston honey can be bought from various shops on the island and can be found on the mainland too. So we're Scaraboo! Judy's pet cat. I'm about to pet that kitty, sort of. I think it's found. Not sure a cat should be inside the beehive, though. Doesn't sound like a very sensible place. Judy Juris, local beekeeper. Beehive. After Stephen Drureth, the original beekeeper, died in 2011, he left his hives in trust to the Shelmerston Harbour Association, who now care for the bees in partnership with his daughter Judy. There's also bunnies! Fluffs! So many fluffs. Laura Baxter's allotment, we missed that. Pilo tires. Compost bin, which has some wormies. King Edward potato. More than just a common spud. Laura Baxter. Vegetable patch. Bit of carrots. The Imperator 58. Bed of potatoes, the Portland Javelin. Bed of tomatoes, Pantone Romasca. Another vegetable patch. Some carrots and some potatoes and some radishes. And a little Scary Joe, frighten out our birds. Okie dokes. Okay, so we've done that half. Shelmerston Chandlery. Stocking a wide range of ropes and lines, boat hardware, safety equipment, mugs and charts. Whether you're a fisherman or a leisure sailor, you probably have what you need, and if we don't, we can order it from the mainland. Postcard rack. Chantilly anchor. This is the anchor of the HMS Mentor, wrecked leaving Shelmerston on April 14th, 1802. An earthquake triggered a tsunami which overwhelmed the ship. She floundered and sank, the loss of all hands. Port window. Buoyancy aid. Boat cleats. Barometer. Lantern. Spirit level. Harpoons. Signal flags. Each flag has a different letter of the alphabet. I wonder what this message says. Well, if someone fancied trying to translate it, then please feel free to take a screenshot. Winch. Binnacle. The binnacle has a magnetic compass and features two quadratic correctors, iron spheres which correct for induced magnetization. Handy trio, barometer, a hygrometer, and a clock. Barometer. And a marine VHF radio, fully loaded with all the features you need, including aquablast, a low frequency tone that ejects water from the handset at the push of a button. Tourists again. Okay. I was trying to do the pub table. Board game. Ashtray. Seagull. Camel has been on Shelmerston quayside as long as anyone can remember. No one knows which came first, the name or the distinctive hump, double hump roof. The camel head was erected by Arthur Bowen, the grandfather of the current landlord Geoffrey, in 1929. Tuesday quiz, Wednesday open night, Thursday cribbage night. Picule dags. for camel. It's cute. Parathinlon. Worryman. Best Better. DHPU. Master Peels. Godfrey Bowen. Landlord of the Camel. Philion. Table Bear. Black Phillip. Russian Imperial Stout. Aha! Oh? Ogda winning the cricket match. Mimi's 21st. I thought this was going to be the laughy guy. Pete and Val. New Year's Eve 2006. Thamphia singing Hypnotize at the Camel. Karaoke night, absolutely smashing it. The Man, the Myth, Tony Scruggins. Done winning the Little Tie cricket match, 1987. Miles Humboldt and Ian Kerrigan warming up. New Year's Eve 2006, Off the Hook. Shemiston Silver Band playing at the Camel. Camel team be thrashed Appledore at the cricket and the rowing. And as usual, Scruggins ended up in the sea. Sanchia and Lance. So I thought that was going to be Harry Tuft, museum volunteer. Gregory Bowen, landlord of the Camel. Colin Pickering, fisherman. Ian Lon, catching up for a chat about the next Shemiston Singers Choirs concert. Mimi's unemployed and is a grad student. Ivan is on the phone to Gareth. Nathan is scrolling through the group chat he has with his kids who are both at university. Karaoke machine. What music should you pick today? Disney. Hi, Lady Margaret. Shemiston Museum has been closed since its curator Morris Lupin died, but it should be reopening soon. Time for toast. This building is the stern half of the Beatrice Anne, a former Shemiston fishing lugger, and was converted by Burp and Gugo in the early 90s. This toaster room serves dry toast almost exclusively to the fish folk, as always a queue. Until they came up on land, fish people had never eaten dry food and they adore it. Toast is the absolute favourite, and as the main reason the fish folk integrated with the economy and practices of the dry-siders. It said that until toast they had no interest in money or clothes. Toasty! It's a time for toast, mascot! It also has a grinkin. Oh, Ima! Whoa! Ima! Welcome in! Thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. How was Undertale? Thank you. Hi, raiders. My name is Jo, otherwise known as Angel SK. Today we are playing I Am Dead, which is the most adorable game. And we are currently looking for Grinkins. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I had that with the Violet game. I was enjoying the game, but the controls were annoying me. And then one of the puzzles, one of the bits of UI sort of decided it was just going to glitch, and I thought I'd have to redo the whole thing. And I was getting so really angry at that game that I just stopped playing it. I will go back to it at some point, maybe not on stream, but yeah, I understand the frustration. But anyway, hello, welcome in. I'm not actually Scottish, I'm just doing a Scottish accent because I'm fairly certain this game is set in Scotland, but normally I speak like this. Hi, I'm Jo. I stream indie games. Today we're playing I Am Dead. So we got the lunchtime rush. It's my best accent. Thank you. That's my most consistent one. Fishfolk patiently queuing for toast. Dry food is a rare delicacy to these sweet sea dwellers, and they are known to swim here from miles around to crunch down on a crispy slice of toast. That sounds very tasty. I like that. Let me have a crispy slice of toast. You just get one of those toast knives where it literally just cuts it and toasts it. Plugs. This is the Vaganzo Salamander Artisan Deluxe 2200 volts. That is a severe overload of plugs. It's a Brave a Keep 4425 M, 1000 watts, 7 heat settings and a bun warming feature. Gunza Contemporary 1200 watts, classic styling, sleek finishing, peak and pop feature. The chrome tends to show up slimy fin marks. Very light C, 950 watts, easy press lever, anti-slip feet. Prestige Jan, 1900 watts, variable browning, crumpet, fruit love sitting. West Point Legacy Strata, 900 watts. Removable crumb tray. Yeah, mine has one of those. So the Vaganza has a 6-slot LED countdown, bagel and sandwich features, auto-rank control, auto, lower and lift. There's a lot of crumbs. Toast rack. Rice, sourdough. White farmhouse loaf. Love a good bread. San Francisco sourdough. I think we're probably all out there. So bird tourists. Next one is Audrey's Seafood Bar. Fresh fish straight from the sea, as well as yesterday's fresh fish straight from the sea. Audrey is a local entrepreneur with the fingers of many fish pies. Not content with running a landscape gardening company and Shelmerson's satellite internet consortium, she recently opened this seafood bar to take advantage of the tourists with a ready supply of seafood. Seafood platter? Whoa. Platter, some caviar there. Seafood platter. Seafood. I mean, I've been on a seafood diet. Seafood and eat it. Prep station. Soused eel. Jellied eel. Drawer knives. Not the creepy guy. I really want to find the poster for the creepy guy. Soused eel. Oven. Mussels. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this game. Really enjoying this game. That's melt in the oven. Shelmerston Kipper Company. Proudly smoking kipper since 1991. Locally caught herrings, smoked to our finest, sustainably sourced Shelmerston oak. Shelmerston Kipper Company was the first fish person-owned business to open here. Cute! This is Boxer. Boxer, look at me. This is Polly. Fats. Jack. Hi, Jack. Awesome for his cats. Fresh kippers. Grunkins. Till. Some cash. Mariana. Mariana took over the running of the Shamston Kipper Company several years ago and also does a roaring trade thanks to her ability to catch her own herrings, which keeps operating costs low. Smokehouse, smoking barrel. Laura's a kippers. Laura kippers. More cats! Backstairs. This is Biscotti. Obviously fish heads, I like fish heads. This is Smoky Momo. Oh, I really hope this one is Find All the Cats, because I am up for that. Crab Shack. This one's a memory as well. Table 1. Jessica Dunn, retired. Chopping board. Crab lunch. Looks like lobster to me. Crab lunch. Display shelves. Ray eelhead. Anchor. Stuffed pike. Pike, a freshwater fish. Who knows how this got here? Jaws of a sand tiger shark. Big bottle. Which has a fish inside. The model of the HMS Indefatigable. Doctor made this as he journeyed back from New Zealand towards Shelmerston. Guy is multi-talented. Scrimshaw. Susan the Crab. Susan was supposed to be cooked and eaten for the Festival of the Sea back in '97 when she was already one of the largest crabs to have ever been caught on Shelmerston. When the big day came, no one could bring themselves to kill her, so Susan was named and has lived in the crab shack at the Ped ever since. Red King crabs live for at least 30 years, so Susan is probably coming to the end of her life, but no one knows for sure. Display shelves. Oven. Frying pan. Baking tray. Sink. Stuff in the sink. Sally Mapes, Ogden's widow. Hey, Cara! Yes! Oh my god, we
We
had
were
cats in
14
this
when we started
particular
going
one.
out. Me and my friend Cassia had started a beach clean at the weekend, and Ogden turned up with his mate Godfrey.
How are you doing, Cara?
I had no idea Ogden liked me. He was the tallest in our year, and we all fancied him. By the time we reached the little cove at the north end of the beach, he'd asked me to come to a concert he was playing in. I said yes. We'd been going out for a few years when I applied to Floristry College on the mainland. I didn't tell Ogden. I didn't believe I'd get in, and didn't want him to think I was trying to get away from him. Ogden might have looked mature and confident, but he was a gentle soul, not nearly as sure of himself as he looked. But I did get in, and he was gutted. I felt terrible. I didn't want to hurt Ogden. He said he didn't mind, but I could see he was covering. My last week on Shelmerston was really hard. Every time I saw him, it felt so strained, and I couldn't sleep. Finally, on my last night, I made a decision. I would take an apprenticeship at the garden centre on the island instead, so we could stay together. It felt like the right thing to do. I would tell Ogden in the morning. But when I opened the door the next day, I found Ogden's sousaphone left on the doorstep. I was terrified. What did it mean? What had he done? I ran down to his house, my heart in my mouth. His mum, she never did like me, was a little bit smug. She told me Ogden had sailed off to New Zealand. He was headed to Christchurch, she said, and didn't know when he was coming back. Then she shut the door. I was more than a bit tearful, but, you know, looking back, I think we both needed to have a bit of an adventure.
Yes, how's everyone doing?
I spent a lot of time with Sally during this period. We used to meet up quite often when she returned from Floristry College, and I was working at the museum. For a while, I thought maybe we would get together. But she always seemed a bit out of reach, sort of distracted. Well, it makes sense now.
Weekend, Cara. Indeed. We are honoured. Good weekend? I'm having a very floofy headache.
How did that get in there?
Ah, with the sails down and then you pull them up. Or, potentially, you blow the bottle around the thing. I don't know. Where this... thing... Oh, hello. Capture Big Claw? No? So it usually does a little vibratey thing. Ah, like that. There we go. Not as productive as last weekend. I mean, you know. Weekends don't have to be equally as productive. I've done some sorting today on mine, so... It was on my tears. Wow. Overly rude, but hey. I've done some sorting. I feel like I've made some progress, but I wanted to do more. Just, you know, haven't had the energy. Yes, it is a nice sighting of Cara at the weekend. Shelmerston Artist Centre, Gallery and Art Supply Shop. Ceramic Grenkins, modelled by Shelley Roundtree, who claimed to have visited Grenkin Cove, the home of the Grenkins, as a small child. Little Joe Dowder, Mary Michael Bodkin, Otto Pack, Cornelius Fimble, Wooden Seabirds, Little Ringed Plover, Bar-tailed Godwit, Lapwing, Little Egret, Avocet, Redshank, Spoonbill, cute, Dawn on Shelmerston Beach, Peggy Chan, $250. Oh, that's what we started with. This is what we literally is how we started the game. Tetra. Shelmerston Caldera, watercolour, Barry Wainscoat, 199. A Scottish Scene, watercolour and gouache, Barry Wainscoat. Waiting for the boats to come in, Peggy Chen. Egret in Flight. Oil on Canvas, GJ Neath. Bringing in the Catch, watercolour, Peggy Chen. Quayside Houses, lithograph, signed edition of 400, Eddie Tipper. Cute. It's got to be one of these things. Out of 14 Grenkins, and we've still not found the laughing fox dude with the puzzles. Shelmerston Sweets, one of the oldest shops in the quayside and the first to be converted from a fishing storage shed. Shelmerston Sweets originally opened to sell the homemade confectionaries of Joseph Sticky Palmer to the crew of passing ships in the 1890s. It was famously said that a single Palmer gobstopper would last the entire trip to the West Indies and back. Mix, gummy snakes, apple bonbons, strawberry bonbons, gummy snakes, lemon bonbons, chocolate shells, foam banana. I hate foam bananas just as much as I hate foam prawns. Swedish fish, gobstoppers. I knew as soon as I saw the picture they were gobstoppers. I'm not sure I want to eat gobstoppers now if there's a Grenkin in them, but hey. Chocolate anchors and foam shrimp, as I said, equally as disgusting as foam bananas. But a staple in the pick-a-mix. Front counter, Vince Merald, hairdresser. Baron Ahan, shopkeeper, pick-a-mix. Sticks of rock. Sticks of rock. Morlow Preservation Trust collection bin. Tin. Collecting money for the Morlow Preservation Trust, Morlows are extremely rare aquatic animals that is native to Shelmerston. Morlows were nearly hunted to extinction in the 1980s. Do some ones. Delivery boxes. With a caramel bunny. Sally Mapes and Ogden Beckett's house. Ogden sousaphone. Flower arrangement. Although retired, Sally still keeps a nursery arranging flowers for friends, special occasions, and local businesses. Liar's dice. She looks a little bit like Yahtzee. Towel basket. Kind of hoping it would have a cat in it. Iris cristata, Hyacinth jambos, Scottish head firefly, snapdragon corals, Hyacinth Yellowstone. Radiator. Oh, Sally and Ogden on their 20th wedding anniversary in Auckland, New Zealand. Oh, 2023. Sally and Ogden on their wedding day in Outram Hall, 1983. And a silver fern. The silver fern has long been the symbol of New Zealand. Ogden and Sally bought this fine sculpture of one when they were there for their anniversary. It's made of rumu wood. Little boats on the radiator. Darren Tubbin. Poor Darren is deeply worried about the volcano erupting. Since he's lost his job as a fisherman's assistant, he spends much of his time traipsing the quayside with his boards, urging people to wake up or be consumed by fire. Wake up or be consumed by fire. I mean, literally, that's what it says on the tin. Seaside shop. Everything you need for a perfect seaside holiday. Inflatable rink. Modelled after the laird's famous. Camel thingy. See what our drinking collection looks like now. Look at our drinking collection! Oh, I'm betting that one missing one is that one we're missing from this area. Just look at those cutie pies. I don't know how you select the different ones. I know, right? Front counter. Pencil goblin. Collection box. Pencil goblin. Pencil goblin. Postcards. First day has been nice. Grandpa had chips for dinner. Johnny went crabbing. Bit rainy. Postcards. I hate the seaside. Wish I was at home. Hotel is nice though. Pencils. Then pencils. I like sticks of candy. Actually, I didn't go into the. No, I can't go into it. Rebecca Short. Jeffrey Brown. Buckets. Shelves. Koi boat. Koi boat. Blades. Swords. Table of drinks. Grinkins of Shalmerston. Gosh, still cute. Local legend has it that Grinkins are mysterious fairy-like sprites that have always inhabited the island. You'll probably never see one, but if you're lucky, one might need footprints in your butter or cause your chimney to become blocked. But we have collected many of them. Whistle! Shelves. Buckets. Ooh. Another snow globe. There's the island. There's a lighthouse. Diving helmet. Replica, not for use underwater. Telescope. Shell. Nothing inside that one. Glove ring. Lucky dip. Some people call these brand tabs. Have a rummage around and see what you get. Okay, so there's a camel, water pistol. Kazoo. Maybe figure. A ball. Another kazoo. Another ball. Okay. The big scoop. This one's a bigger area. Taking a while to get through. One of the first fish folk businesses established on the island, the Big Scoop was operated by Tang and their family in '94 to showcase the fish folk's skill in making ice cream using a range of seaweeds cultivated in the sea caves below the island. Aw, Jerry loves a cone or two. Large fiberglass ice cream cone. Thrown into the sea by teenagers every other month. Mimi! Tang. Ice cream flavors. Cone holder. Okay. Cherry, vanilla, chocolate sludge, seagull poo, whelk ripple, kelp, strawberry, lava bread, butterscotch, and lemon sorbet. And that's all the Grinkins in this area. Now we just need to find the riddle guy. Side table. Cones, spoons. The Isles. In 2006, the Tipuki Turns People's Government signed a deal with the CDF Corporation to make Shalmerston's harbour suitable for larger vessels, building a new harbour arm and dredging the Southern Bay. He also part-funded Queen of the Isles, connecting Shalmerston to the mainland with a weekly ferry service. Harbour arm. Harbour light. Installed in '94 to help guide ships into the harbour. Telescope. View of the mainland for 40p. And a rustled suitcase. Then a russet suitcase even. And russet. Life ring. Used once in 1976. Lord of the Arts, a glittering star-studded cast of top artists and celebrities were in attendance for the opening of Shalmerston's new sculpture gardens. Henry Outram, the island's laird, was said to be delighted with the reception to the opening event. In a brief statement to the press, he announced that the land of the grounds of Outram Hall will be left in trust for future generations of art lovers to walk the grounds and enjoy those world-class works in a natural setting. Shalmerston Museum may be set to open again. The museum, which has been shut since the death of its curator, Maurice Lopton, has a new owner, circus legend Cersei Jackson, who recently returned to the island after retiring from a glitzy show business career. Army man on a drinks can. Decommissioned mine. Mines like this can be found in seaside towns all over the British Isles. They are World War II sea mines that have been repurposed as collection boxes for the Shipwrecked Mariner Society. Next time you see one, give them a couple of quid. Shelmerston Compter. Compters were small local prisons where English sheriff might put debtors, dissenters and other troublemakers. This modern take on the Compter was kindly installed by CDF when they built the new harbour arm, a novel way to control the rowdy antics of certain CDF employees. Oh no! What did Donald do? Harry Tuft again. Gar and Sally Mapes. Oh, again. Oh yes, because of course we unlocked the extra memory when we found her first one.
I missed Ogden so much, and for the first month there was no letter at all. I took my place at college on the mainland without knowing how he was feeling. It was a shock how low it made me, even though I was working with flowers, my dream job. I threw myself into making friends and working as hard as I could. I wondered about him travelling the world, without me and without his sousaphone. What he was doing, how he was feeling. Then the letters started arriving, and it was amazing. Each one came with a penny from a different country. One from Valparaiso, another from Dakar. I wrote back and told Ogden about my course, trips to Kew Gardens, which were amazing. And Ogden told me about his voyage, watching dolphins and flying fish, crossing the equator. Sometimes we were both lonely. We poured out our hearts to each other. In a funny way, I think the letters made us closer than ever. When he arrived in Christchurch, he'd send me flowers pressed in his letters. I sent him a shell from home, and then he sent me a New Zealand halfpenny. It was my favourite. On one side was the head of a Maori tiki. Ogden told me it was lucky. I came back to the island, and when my father died, I opened up my own florist shop on the quay. I tucked the halfpenny under the front step for luck, polished up Ogden's sousaphone and put it in the window. They both brought me luck, and the shop flourished. One day, Ogden showed up at the shop, completely out of the blue. He told me there was nowhere like Shelmerston, and no one like me. I was so thrilled to see him, I asked him to marry me there and then. He said yes.
Aww. This is just a really darling story.
The lure of Shelmerston. It always pulls people back when they try to move away. They were a lovely couple, Sally and Ogden.
Coins. Ah, maybe it's in there. There we go. New Zealand thread piece. That's got a kiwi bird on it!
Yet one good thing about being dead, I'll never have to deal with counting change again.
I thought the boat was an area. Missed one somewhere. And also missed wherever the crazy laughy guy is. Maybe I've just missed an entire section. Katie's playing with Sir Bumbleton and waiting in anticipation for their mum to finish buying fish or to notice Arthur is up that anchor and give him a really good shouting hand. No idea what that is. Signposts. There we go, laughter. Alright. Hard sell, Houdini cephalopod. Royal tuber? The worms? The wizard seagull. Okay, I know where hard sell is. Wizard seagull though. Because I was reading about the boat, Queen of the Isles, and I've suddenly not got a select. I thought it was selectable. Hello. At the very least, let's go in here and get this one.
I remember we was walking home from school, a bunch of us, and I told him my granddad said the lad had a live Bactrian camel living somewhere in the woods. Everyone laughed, but I told them it was true. Ogden didn't believe me. Someone would have seen it. He dared me to climb in and prove it. I told him he'd have to come with me. Sneaking past the big house, we were almost caught by the gamekeeper and had to run. Hell for leather for the woods. We reached the trees out of breath. I was bent double and leant against a tree. Ogden had better breath control and he recovered quickly. He saw it first. The clouds parted, the moon shone down, and Ogden gasped, and then I did too. Was it? It was. The next day, we were kicking ourselves. We had no proof. No one was going to believe us, but we knew what we saw.
Oh, yeah, he was a couple of years above these chaps at school. Oh, and he's right. No one believed them. We gave them so much stick.
Okay, so it is cats. Find all the cats. Piper. Boy. The genie cephalopod. The worm. The worms. Yeah, in a compost bin somewhere. I couldn't remember where the compost bin was. Not a wizard seagull, is there? To figure out where the other cats are. Royal tuber. Royal tuber. Oh, king potato. King Edward potato. Whoa! Okay, see you soon, Jesse. And also, hi, Leah! Welcome in, and thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Appreciated. How was Vampire? Double Angel. Hi, Stu! I am currently searching for cats and something that could be termed a wizard seagull. I've got a riddle to solve. The cats are not a riddle. Hi, Nem! Good night, yes indeed. If you are... Oh, hello. Wizard seagull. Could be something to do with the board game, maybe? Right. Indeed. I'm missing a cat or two. Makes me sad. Hi, welcome in, raiders. If you don't know me, my name is Joe, otherwise known as Angel SK. I'm currently hunting for cats. It's a super cat. I'm a variety streamer and get easily distracted. But look, aren't they freaking adorable? And thank you for following them. Much appreciated. Well, honestly, sometimes Twitch does this thing where it sort of forgets to do that. Forgets to sort of remind you to follow people. Or unfollows people. I've had it do that occasionally. So it is perfectly okay. Thank you for the follow now. The cats get fish heads, indeed they do. But I'm still missing a cat. Must be two. Yes, well exactly. There's also a cat in a beehive. Yeah, this level is collect all the cats. And I don't know where the other one is. What other ones are? There are multiple cats. I know full well where the thing is that I need for that. I'm just avoiding it. Wizard Seagull! It's Jerry! Right, that's the other riddle. But yeah, it still doesn't help me find the cat.
Wee, riddle me ree. You've solved half my riddles, my boy. Keep going, keep going. You might become the first person in 1,000 years to receive Mr. Whitstable's special riddle reward.
That just sounds really dodgy.
Oh, okay, Mr. Whitstable. We'll keep at it.
Why?
Because it's fun, Sparky! Are the other cat? Oh. Cat has no plural. we found another one. So we've got one more cat left to find, I think. And then we collect the spirit, and then we'll go raid Jesse, I think, maybe. So, there's a cat in here. Miss Whiskerable. Plenty of bunnies. You'd have thought there'd be a cat hanging around the fish market. There is not. I'm missing a cat, everyone. This is important. It's got to be one that I've just not yet found, because I can't believe that I would have not clicked on a cat had I found a cat. Like the pub should have a cat. I am fairly certain we're going to get turned down by this ghost as well, so it's not like, you know, I need to prolong the thing. And then we've got 3 more ghosts to go. So, we've still got another weekend. Look at my Grinkins! Five down, 2 up the stairs. 1 in the One in the bee house. Find this, and then we can head on. Where could... No, I don't know if I was okay. Oh! Bugger! Hi, kitty. I got on my cats. At the moment, the story is the volcano is about to go boom, and we need a ghost, to agree to take over. You know, I said I knew where at Snow Globe. We need a ghost to take over. You see, now there was a snow globe which had a thingy in, but maybe that wasn't in this shop. So we've asked some spirits so far, and they've basically gone, nope. Okay, no, that wasn't. So it will be in that other area. Okay. I thought I knew what it was, but I obviously don't. Well, there was a camel and a snow globe, but that wasn't the answer to the puzzle. Ah, no, I know what it is. I remember now. I found it. It's in the pick and mix thing. So, we will now put together all the memories.
Camels are so obviously a made-up animal. Humans will believe any old rubbish.
Oh, Sparky. So yeah, so we found all the Grinkins, we found all the cats,
Ah,
we found all the memories.
A very distinctive odour indeed. I reckon I can find him from this. Here I come, Ogden.
And we collected the pieces of his spirit. And we make a ghost. And then he tells us, no, sorry, I don't want to help. But the game is lovely, so you know.
Oh, this feels so good.
How's that?
Terrific to see you, Morris.
Oh, it's great to see you too, mate.
Have a stretch, Ogden. We have a question for you.
Sparky, owner of the very finest singing voice on the island. What can I do for you?
Well, it's about the custodian. We need a replacement.
Ah, yes. I've heard that volcano rumbling. Poor Aggie must be very tired.
Yes, she is. We need a replacement.
Oh. Oh, you want me to be the custodian? Well, I'm honored, but I can't.
Are you sure? The island is in dire need.
I know, and I sympathize, but Sally is the other half of me. I need to watch over her. Everything else may be changing, but she's my constant, and I'm hers. I need to go into the West with her when it's her time.
Yes, I understand. You two always did have an enviable connection.
We were very lucky to find each other. And I'm still lucky just to watch over her. Makes this place still feel a bit like home, even as it changes. So I'm going to stay. But listen, once you've found the custodian, come back and enjoy a sniff of that beer in the camel with me, eh?
Ah, sure, Ogden. Well, see you around.
See, told you. So that's basically it, the story in a nutshell. We need a spirit to appease the volcano, which is about to erupt. We cannot be that spirit because we've not been dead long enough.
Well, after all these years, Ogden
And
still
everyone's saying
carries
no.
that torch for Sally. I wish I'd been so lucky. Things I should have done.
You were busy with the museum, Morris. And you did walks, and you did fetch, and belly rubs, and...
Yeah, all right, yes.
Sparky's our
I
puppy.
was very busy. Thank
Our
you for
papa.
reminding me.
You did plenty. But now you need to find the next custodian.
Hey, how long has Aggie been custodian?
Oh, a little while now. You've met her, actually.
I have?
Well, her body, anyway. In the museum.
What? Her body? In the
Pete.
museum?
The Pete lady.
Wait!
That's right, Morris.
The bog lady. The bog lady of Shelmerston. But that's Aggie.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's her body anyway. Her spirit is all around us, of course.
But Aggie is Bronze Age. 3,000 years. She's been custodian all that time?
Yep.
Wow. No wonder she's tired.
More tired every minute. We need to get to the next prospect. Greg Litherland, at the campsite.
Greg. Okay.
So, Jesse's on a 20-minute delay because he's doing a competition, which is less fun to go in and raid. Does anyone have any ideas? Anyone online that would appreciate
The one
raids?
part of the
I feel like
island
we
I
should
never
definitely
spent
pass
much
on the
time
love.
at. I never cared for camping. Although we did find a lot of Bronze Age goods down here. Really fascinating bits and bobs. I reckon this was an important place once, and not just to shellers.
Oh, there's so many great smells here. Oh, and so many rabbits to chase. Stop it, Sparky, you have a job to do.
Oh, puppy.
You know, I suppose I do like it better up here now I don't have to worry about combing all those burrs out of your fur. At least this part of Shelmerston isn't changing too much.
Yes. Now let's sniff out Greg.
Yeah, I always found Greg a bit difficult. That business with the owl of his.
He wasn't a bad guy at heart. Just liked animals a bit more than people sometimes. Maybe. But who can blame him? Let's find some people who remembered him. Dig a little deeper.
Oh, I wonder if it's time we
Memories
get to
of
find
Greg
Owl.
Litherland. Here we come.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I got a couple of cat ones, but I mean literal cats. You know, a crazy cat lady playing some DBD in yeah. Please feel free to suggest a raid. Because I am winding up. In fact, literally winding up. Because we had some lovely raids from Ima and Leah. And I want to pass on the love with the streaming, with the raiding. Oh, DBD. Wow. Okay. Actually, yeah. I saw cats and went, cool, cats. No, DBD. That's not that. That's a little bit of a departure from finding cats. Not chill. Yeah. I don't doing anything chill. Could go raid the cat stream. Yeah. I have cute avalanche, which is a dopey's usual one. Or we could just go say hi to Jessie. 20-minute delay, but you know, I mean, at least it's fairly chill. Well, let's go and support Hades. Hades is slightly chill. I mean, it's just, I literally have nothing except for like Jessie and a couple of cats. Aside from obviously the official Xbox channel, but you know, they're playing some Apex Legends thing, which I'm not interested. Okay, well, if there's nothing massively chill, we'll just go and raid Jessie and say hi. Support him in the competition that he's playing, more Zelda. And thank you everyone for being here, for the resubs and the raids and just the chatting and cats. Okay, so there is currently a 50-50 chance I'll be back later with Mist, depending on how I feel. But as I've been fairly exhausted this weekend, that's why it's 50-50. Otherwise, I'm back on Tuesday. I don't know when I'm going to be streaming yet, so we'll have to have a think about that. For now, though, I've been Jo, otherwise known as Angel SK. Did you have a great rest of the weekend and goodbye.